Alright, everybody, we are on a 9-minute delay. While that's popping up, I am going to try to... I'm on the waiting list. Second on the waiting list right now. There's a 1-2 PLO4 that might be popping off here. And then maybe a big O. So, I'm going to see if I can get the 1-2 PLO4 going here. And hopefully I'll be able to get the right one, which I do. So I'm going to sit on the 1-2 PLO4. See if we can get some PLO4 going. But I'm also going to sit on the big O. So this 1-2 PLO5 game has been going all night. It's literally reaching the 24-hour mark. That magnet apparently is down a bunch. I was in earlier. I lost 93 bucks. And tank's up a little bit. Push and pray left. He's been back a couple times, so I'm sure he'll pop in and pop out. How are you guys doing this weekend? Ooh, it looks like we got a game going on PLO4. Alright, I gotta turn this function off. That's a table settings. Card squeeze off. Everything else on. Good. Sometimes PLO4 is juicier than PLO5. But right now we got 2 on the waiting list for PLO5. Look at this. Ace 10 Jack. And this has got antes too. Oh, go fold. Now let me see if I can add the big O game while this is going on. Nope. Oh, action's on me. I can't figure out. Yeah, deuce 4-7. I mean, we have 2 overpairs. Looks like Greg topped up here. So, we got 4 ways. Oh, he's check potting it, quite literally. Alright. Oh my god. That's alright. We got 4 now on PLO4. So again, this is at the Madhouse. pppoker is the app. Club ID is 1810023. If you want to message me, I do coaching. You can shoot me a message on WhatsApp. I've got the number there tagged. I'm also building a puzzle, so you guys are just going to have to put up with that. Sometimes it helps me to focus, to not necessarily focus on something else, but just to have something else to do. And I know that backlight is just popping off. I'm going to call here. Since the missus isn't up here, I'm going to turn off that backlight. There we go. Oh, wow. Come back to a full house. Now, I mean, I'm just going to slow play it a little bit. Like, Jack of Diamonds would be perfect. 9's pretty much a blank. Okay. So, let me see if I can get Okay. That's alright. You gotta eventually bet those full houses. Look at this. Similar hand. But yeah, we are on a 9-minute delay. So we got 2 games going right now. Pretty much done with this hand. Here I was trying to like just hope he didn't have anything. So yeah, 9-minute delay. Let me know how you guys are doing this afternoon. Anything you type in the chat's about a 1-minute delay or so. Got 3 people waiting on this PLO5 game. By the way, because I play all the background music, I don't get any compensation for any of the live streams. I just do it for the fans to grow the base. Plus, I think it's important for people to see, you know, how I play live. I think some people like that. I'm going to try adding that Big O game. See if I can get that pulled up. 3, no. Alright, what do we have here? We got a raising hand since we're four-handed. Alright, 3-6 Queen King. But yeah, one of the things I go over with my students when they say they're playing online, I always ask them, like, what time of day are you playing online? You know, what's going on? And without fail, like when they have losing sessions, they're like taking care of the kid, you know, the wife's yelling at them, something. They're not focused. And I always tell them, I'm like, well, would your wife be yelling at you or taking care of the kid while you're at a table in a casino? No. Why would you treat online any differently? Now, I know what some of you guys are going to say, well, Josh, you can't put a puzzle together at the casino. Sure. But that's a little different because then I'm focusing on people. Here we flop top 2. I mean, what is he calling here with? He still has to have some kind of wrap with flush, right? So 4, 5, 6. He could have a set of deuces. See, and he could have 8, 9. I mean, if he has 8, 9, he's going to win. Because that really doesn't change anything. Or he could have 8, 10. But I'm calling anything he bets. I think we probably got max value out of that hand. Mm. $440 pot incoming. MVR EV chops it. Let me see if I can try this Big O again. Yeah, that card doesn't. I have 2 gut shots now, and I hit one, so I don't expect he's going to call with anything, but, I mean, there's a chance he would. Alright. Apparently I got the big O going now. If anybody sits there, I'll fire it up. And I appreciate we got a couple of viewers here logged in. I mean, it's not the worst flop. Oh, if I peel, I don't know, I might be doubling them up there. Let's just min click it here. So yeah, we are on a little bit of a delay. You're on a roll this week, committed to the stream. Yes, I am. HVAC. Oh, what do we do? We got 3-bet here by a FIFA. So here's the situation where I'm calling 26 to win 100. So, because he's got a less than a 1-to-1 SPR. Even with aces, he's jamming. And I flopped a set, so I'm never going anywhere. Offer to him to run it 3 times, so that way somebody wins. So we win the first one. It's a pretty good run out for the second one. Uh-oh, he picks up a lot, and we win the third. So we scoop. We'll take it. And that's one of the things I talk about, both in my book, How Not to Get Scooped, as well as in my chalkboard series, is when you're in a situation where I know he's got aces, and I know with the SPR, he's just never folding. So it's like, do I call an extra, I can't remember what it was, 25, like 26 bucks to win a potential 170? And the answer is, or whatever it was, yeah, I mean, it ends up being 1 out of 4 times I needed to be flop a set there. When you have 2 pair in your hand, in Palom and Omaha, you're going to flop a set about 1 out of 3.5 times, give or take a little bit. So if you're ever curious, should I call with a hand like 4-4-6-6? Look at what the bet is. Look at what's in the middle. And say, if I'm going to flop 1 out of 3.5 times, and you have to include your bet, because if you fold, that bet's gone. So if you made it like 10 and they make it 40, you can be like, well, it's 30 more, but it's to win the 40, 50, 60. Plus, if they have less than a 1-to-1 SPR behind, add all their chips in too, because they shouldn't be folding anything. Let me know if that makes sense. But it's something I talk about in my book. It's something I talk about when I do one-on-one coaching. That in PLO in particular, when somebody 3-bets you, one of the first things you should be looking at is their stack size and see if they have like a 1-to-1 SPR. Or if he 3-bet and he had like 500 behind, it's unlikely he's going to donk off for 500 when the pot's only 50 bucks. You know? So, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, we're sitting on Big O. We're playing some PLO4 at the moment. We are live streaming. Yeah, I figured since I'm not going to be in Vegas until Wednesday for the meetup game that Wayne and I have, might as well live stream when I'm home. I mean, a lot of people, when they talk about, like, look at this action over here. You're not even going to get this live. Like, seeing he just calls because he knows there's a few flops he can fold when he's going to have a 0.5 to 1 SPR. Apparently that's one of them. So he must have had a hand like 10 Jack, Queen, King or something like that. I am. Well, we have aces with a suited ace. I mean, I guess he could have been calling me with a pocket nines, but yeah, just in case he had like a king high flush, he's calling once off.
Guys, it's finally here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosting. It's cold, salted, yet
Ace king 10-5, not a bad hand. In PLO4, I like it.
what? Santa has a list too, you know. And he's a huge salted caramel frosty fan. Probably why he's so jolly all the time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick it up to 25. We're on the button. We have 3 to Broadway with a suited ace. 4-handed, not too shabby. Flop the nut, spade, draw. Well, we have an ace and a king in our hand, so it's likely he's got pocket queens. No. I really don't like that turn. He checks. I guess I'm hoping for an ace, king, or a spade, or yeah. Yeah, I think he's got pocket queens here. I don't think ace, king is going to win that one. Not when I have the ace of spades in my hand. Nice hand. Well, there went my profit so far. Oh, but look at that. I made $6 on the very next pot. We're even now. Yeah. We're next on the PLO5 list. Sometimes I'll 3-bet this. Oh, wow. Well, I'm not going anywhere, even though I'm out of position. But again, he's only going to have a 2-to-1 SPR. So, I got to nibble. I don't really like it. And that's obviously favoring his 3-betting range. I mean, yeah, if he has aces, I can go for it. But if he's got like kings or ace-king, aces with king 10 or king X, I don't even like it. All right, apparently we're just going to have to add another 200. All right, I'm just betting pot because he checked it twice. 27% VPIP. He's either checking it twice to check pot or never mind. Wow. Called with bottom 2 pair. Maybe I just made it way too obvious I was bluffing, apparently. Well, looks like we're getting set up on this PLO5. just top up for 1,000. Well, we flopped the second nuts. I think we're good here most of the time. I know this is a weird line to take, but he might be betting ace-x with hearts. Or he's just taking a stab at it. It's a good movie again. Greatest Showman on Earth. I love those inspirational movies. Today is Saturday. The was it Michigan Ohio State game is going? Ohio State game. I don't even know what the score is there. Hmm. 6, 9, 10, 10. Now this looks like a much different table than what we had overnight. If we just go around the VPIPs, Greg's got 27, 34, 22, 52, 61, 43, 66. So these three guys are the ones I want to get involved in pots with. Of course, I say that, and the first flop is top set. So, and they might even have wraps since we have blockers to wraps. So these are the three guys I do want to get involved with. So let's see. I mean, it's a limped pot. Oh. And we're still drawn to a straight. And we're blocking the sixes, so we're blocking wraps. So it looks like it's just a pot-sized bet for us. It's a pretty good river. I mean, if he picked up clubs, I think he's got to go for it. And it looks like it's a brick, right? Because if I missed everything, I think I would have to bet pot here, right? Like, oh, he just folded. I was getting excited for a minute. But yeah, so when you see the different dynamic from this morning stream and this afternoon, and I don't know how long I'm going to stream for, but you know, you've got three guys that have VPIPs under 30 or under 35. Those guys are going to be pretty tight, so you have to tighten up your range a little bit. And of course, I got two of them on PLO4. Nines again. Wow, King Deuce 3, we would have had Ace 4 5. We wouldn't have been going anywhere, even with all this action, especially with all this action. Somebody's probably got a set of threes and a set of kings. Or it's 4 5 6 versus a set of kings. Oh, we would have lost. Wow, three of a kind in our hand again. queen, queen, ace, king, jack. It is a suited ace, but again, we have the suited king and queen to go with it. I wish I was double suited, but I'll play. So if he's representing aces by such a large 3-bet, let's figure our outs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get there 25% of the time. There's no clubs out there. All right. Oh, of course. No waiting. Get there on the turn. Maybe he had ace, ace, 5. Or he could have just had pocket kings. Could have been the case king. Double suited. Don't like that. Oh, jacks with 1 suit. And on the button. This is interesting that it's checked. I mean, it does favor my range. I'm just range betting at this point. And if I had 7-8, I'd probably play it just this way anyways. Like, because there's 2 clubs out there. It's just playing the button, people. Here we've got kings double suited. And it's a straddle, so there hasn't been a raise yet. So let's just make it an even 20. They shouldn't. I mean, they're going to have some 9s. This is a real strange line on this board, but... So I end up with a straight here. I mean, I had showdown value before that, but now I have a lot of showdown value, and he's a really tight player, so I'm hoping it just goes check, check. I mean, is he calling 20 with deuces, 9x? That's gross. 9-4. That 4 cost me $100. Oh well. My initial gut was to fold to him because he's a tight player. So I guess I should have just folded. Save the $100. Ugh. Oh well. So we don't have anything here. We have the button, but yeah, this is a much tighter table than this morning. Not as juicy, so I probably won't stream that long today. One of the things I preach to my students is when you're not on a good table, get up. And I'm not saying that this isn't a good table. This is an okay table, but I have been streaming a lot lately. And I just might book another loss here. 180, buck down 200. And I lost, what, 200 this morning, so I'm down like 400. That sucks. So maybe we'll play until we turn it around. Plus, we got PLO4 going. We'll see. We'll play for a little bit longer. Just if I recognize myself that, hey, I just paid off a tight player, like I'm a calling station, like that, I want to put a check on myself and be like, why are you playing bad, Josh? You know what I mean? So I noticed that like 20 minutes into the stream, and I'm like, maybe this is not the right time to play. I mean, it is one of the nice things about being online versus live is I can just pop off and then pop back on. I mean, here I'm down $30, just kind of variance, not a big deal. But here, like, I'm like, there's some nines he's going to have. I don't know. I felt like he had it, and I paid him off anyways. And in PLO, you can make one mistake, and then it costs you your whole stack, you know, when you make that one mistake. So sometimes PLO is a little bit of a finesse game. Like here, MVR just bets like 2/3 pot. I'm like, all right, I can raise. Oh boy, I should have raised. Now I'm hoping he's got 9 jack. All right, so let's just see if he wants to peel one off. All right, hearts got there. Yeah, that was just I don't believe him. Well, this would be great if he calls. Damn it. Maybe he didn't even have a 9. I don't know. But we'll see. I want to see if my play improves. Here we go. We have double suited. So it's about the best flop I could hope for. 4 or an 8 or a heart. We're running clubs. Like 4 clubs, 8 of clubs. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. I mean, the ace favors him a lot. I do have a lot of outs, but my hearts might not actually be good at this point. Huh. Hopefully we played that right. We'll see. We've got a straddle here. Not a very good hand. Not a hand that I'm like, let's continue. What do we have here? Oh. See, now we're getting 2.5 to 1 on our money. This is a really shitty hand, people, in PLO5. I mean, even flopping this, we don't know where we're at. Should have saved the $10. Maybe. Not if he checks it back. Alright, I mean, now I have the worst end of the straight. If it was a jack of hearts, I'd be a little bit happier about it. Oh, look at this. He called. Alright, I'm getting rid of this hand. Not a suited ace. Alright. See, if I called there, I think I would have just ended the stream right there. That's a bad hand to call. Like, what are you hoping for? 2, 3, 4 of diamonds? You know, like 6XX? You know? Especially when you get to PLO5, because you have to start saying, what am I going to flop that I don't mind getting action in with? You know, like, yeah, there's not a lot of flops here that you like. You know, you like 6-4-4, like 6XX on the bottom side, but you don't even like 6 King Queen. Like, you don't like it. You have to play defensively at it. And anytime you have to play defensively at a pot, you should start questioning yourself, how much of this pot should I be involved in? Depending on what kind of table you're playing at. If you're playing at a really juicy table, that's what you got to do. You know, if you're playing at a super nitty table, I mean, I don't know. Set of kings. See, this is not a very good hand either, but I mean, if it's like $1, okay, so I'm going to fold. I'm out of position, first act, don't like it. That was another cool song, or cool movie. What is it, Rocket Man? About Elton John. That was pretty baller. So here we've got a pair of nines. And they're suited. Alright. Well, he's obviously got a better hand than I do. It's not exactly the hand I was looking for against a type player who's raising. Suited ace with 3 to Broadway and on the button. So I'm definitely raising. Sometimes I'm going to 3-bet this. He's been raising a lot more than the other two guys, so I don't mind leaning on him a little bit. Just to isolate him. I'm in position. I get to choose what happens on the flop most of the time. I'm just on the button. This is a strict button call. Again, not a good hand. I don't have too much connectivity here. I did not want to go 3 ways with this hand. This hand does not play good 3 ways. This hand plays good heads up. So, if he 4-bets, I fold. Yeah, he's got it. Alrighty. Pure button call. Oh, let's see what we have the nut spade blocker, open-ended straight draw. So now we want to bet like we would have the ace of spades with a flush draw and a straight draw. So I don't mind calling here. Tex Hayes bets. Alright, let's just hope a spade comes off. I mean, a 5 of hearts would be ideal. But can we dial it up? 5 of hearts. Shoot the hoop from the left side. Alright, well. Now we're going to bet $75 because Tex Hayes has 148, so we're going to bet 81. We're just hoping for a fold at this point. There we go. We got that one through. Alright, ooh, we're double suited on this hand. You know, I don't mind 3-betting with this one, heads up. I gotta keep my options open. This is a good 3-betting heads up hand. Oh my god. Like, is he gonna have anything here? I mean, my hand's so strong. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Let's just make it 120 then. I mean, let's dance. I'm okay. Oh, he was just stabbing at it. Oh, I should have just flatted. I'm so boosted. I'm such a bad player. I literally flopped Gin with the Gin redraw. I'm sure he was like, oh, that doesn't hit his 3-betting range. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was betting range advantage. He was like, oh, this hits me. Here we go. We have a rundown on the button. We have a straight draw, a pair. We don't have diamonds, but that's okay. And one of my dogs is growling. Oh, they're fighting over the chair. Just telling some people I'm heading south on Wednesday. Going to Vegas. Going for the meetup game at the Venetian. So yeah, the meetup game is a 5-5 mix. 5-card PLO4, 5-card Big O, and then $10 double board bomb pot. And then we put $10 on the small blind jackpot. And if you haven't played with the small blind jackpot game, it changes the action quite substantially. Wasn't sure if that was like blurry. It almost looks blurry. Maybe it's blurry now. We have a suited ace. You know what? I have a lens cleaner. Give me a second. What do you know? Plus I flop 2 pair. Yeah, let's just go with a 20 ball. Kind of a okay call, kind of an okay hand. I wish the deuce and the 5 were a little bit closer to that. I don't really like that turn. Like, I would have liked a deuce through a 5 turn. I think... Oh, now any 9 has a straight. If he had a 9 on the turn, don't you think he'd be betting it? So, I don't know what he's calling. I don't know. 8 jack. I was like, should I just bet like $50? I'm like, good hand. Look at this. We have a full house, and we got called on a deuce 7 board. All right. I guess we got to charge a little bit more. Double suited A6, 7, 9. That's actually a really good hand, GTO. GTO says this is a 3-betting hand. Interestingly enough. In PLO4. Even on a full table. Surprisingly enough. See, I don't necessarily teach by GTO, but I'm aware of GTO even in PLO4. I'm not sure if there's a GTO chart for PLO5, but yeah. We all have appointments from time to time at the GTO at the poker hospital. So, I mean, I could 3-bet. Maybe I should have. I'm not sure. Apparently, I'm being star-linked on the chat. We have 8 viewers logged in. So we do have king blockers. I mean, I think, unfortunately, I think even if he had pocket aces, which he could have here, I don't think he's laying it down anyways. So before you decide to bluff out a pot, you have to ask yourself, is my opponent capable of folding? If I put this person on a set of aces, no, I don't think he's capable of folding. Probably didn't have a set of aces, but he probably doesn't mind the turn either. Deuce 4, 4, 5. King's double suited. Not a bad hand. Oh, let's see. We have an overpair here. Seems like a good bet. Look at this. Re-raising. I mean, I have a straight draw, too, so I just don't think I'm going anywhere with this hand. He could have aces with diamonds. Oh, he's just have ace diamonds, but what else does he have? He's got a straight draw with a pair of 5s. So his equity is actually 75%. Because an 8 kills me. Well, we're just going to run it once. Keep it black and pair the board. Like, yeah! Need to what? Okay. I like how after I lose a $300 pot, my wife's telling me, "Oh, you got to watch this show on Netflix." I'm down 230. This looks like a tilt raise. Actually, Jack 8-8. Okay hand. Look at this. Everybody's going to call. Actually, I'd prefer that. I would not prefer that flop, though. Alright, so I think the stream's going to end soon.